Hello everyone, my name is Sonia and welcome to my presentation on resume writing, a presentation for recently passed out graduates and job seekers. Through this presentation, I want to bring into their notice the method to develop an effective and constructive resume, which is one of the important key to start their career. Let's talk about the agenda. In this presentation, I'm going to shed a light on various topics like what is the meaning of resume, what is CV, what is the difference between CV and resume, what you need to know before writing your resume. I will also discuss about the different types of resume along with elements. In the end, I will discuss some tips for resume writing with you, which will definitely help you to grab the attention of the hiring authority. Maybe you are wondering what is a resume. So the answer is resume is a one or two pages summary of your educational qualifications. It emphasizes on your objective and accomplishments. Even it also highlights your skills and professional experiences. Basically, it is a marketing tool for you to give to a prospective employer in order to make a good first impression, which demonstrates how your skills and accomplishments meet with the employer's requirements and help you to get an interview call for the job. Now we are acquainted with the term of resume. So let's move towards another important document which has the same function as resume do. The name of that document is CV. CV is also a job application like resume, while it is significantly more comprehensive than a resume and often displays a person's whole career history. What is a CV versus a resume is one of the most often asked questions by job searchers, despite the fact that both forms are intended to apply for job and include details about your academic and professional history. There are some differences between both. So let's discuss them. Resume could not be more than 2 to 3 pages. However, there is no length restriction in CV as it could be 3 to 10 pages long. Resume used to shortlist the candidates, whereas CV used to study credentials and biographical information. Resume includes only a summary of relevant skills and qualification. But on the opposite side, CV contains a lot of details. Resume used in most fields of work, but CV used for academic and higher level positions only. Resume tailored to different positions, but CV doesn't change for different positions. Considering the fact that today's presentation is mainly highlighting on resume writing, so let's focus on that. Before writing resume, it is important to consider what you need to know. First of all, you need to learn about the employer. And after that, you should focus to understand the job requirements from the employer's perspective. Once you came to know about these, then you should start to identify your most relevant qualifications or skills which are relevant to that position. All this information will help you to make a best resume for the employer. Now let's discuss about the types of resume. Well, there are three types of resume. First one is chronological resume, second one is functional, and the third one is combination resume. The chronological resume, which is also known as the reverse chronological resume, it is the most popular resume format used by the job seekers. It is particularly useful for candidates with extensive work experience, as the reverse chronological order resume focuses on the work history to show your career growth. A functional resume format is the type of resume that focuses more on skills rather than work experiences. Unlike a chronological resume, a functional resume emphasizes on candidate skills. For this reason, it is also known as skill-based resume. Now let's talk about combination resume, also called a hybrid resume, which combines two traditional resume formats. It places equal emphasis both on your skills and work experience. The combination resume format combines the best features of a chronological resume and a skill-based resume. A complete, well-rounded resume is composed of some essential components as well as some optional ones. To give employers a clear picture of your greatest achievements, abilities, and talents, you must make sure that your resume contains all the necessary components, such as contact information, career objective, skills, professional experience, and education. Let's discuss them in detail. Contact information. To help the hiring manager easily understand who you are and how to contact you, please include your contact information in your application. Your resume's header must include your contact information like your first and last name, email address, mobile number. And if you want to add your LinkedIn account, then you can. Objective. The objective statement needs to be relevant to the particular job for which you are applying. Highlighting your expertise in the goal statement is also useful. Skills. Your resume skill section gives the hiring manager with such a concise, easy to read summary of your knowledge and skill sets. No matter how much experience you have, your resume should always feature a skills section. List your most marketable skills and include a combination of hard and soft skills to demonstrate to potential employers that you are a dynamic and well rounded applicant for that post. Professional experience. One of the most important components of a resume is work experience. Therefore, always consider to include employer or company name, location, and employment dates when listing employment experience. Your tasks and accomplishments are broken down into 3 to 5 bullet points. Utilize an action verb at the start of each bullet point for your professional experience, and when describing your successes, use precise statistics. Implying action verbs make your experience seem even more impressive and intriguing to hiring managers, while using specific data and figures paints a clear picture of what you have did in your previous organization. Education. Depending on how much work experience you have and how many degrees you have earned, you can change the amount of information you include in your resume's education section. Thus, your resume's education section should include the school name, location, degree, and the passing year in which you have got your degree. There are some other elements which are optional, such as awards and honors, hobbies and interests, volunteer work, projects, and language skills, which could be included in the resume. Let's talk about them. Awards and honors. Although it is optional, but I believe you have a better chance of impressing potential employers if you list awards on your resume. The award name, date, the year in which you have received your award. Hobbies and interest. Many companies want to understand their employees on a personal level. List 2 to 3 things you love to do in your leisure time. Volunteer work. Some organizations prefer candidates with experience or passion for community service. If the position you are applying for requires such candidates, add any relevant community service experience or commitments if you have. Projects. The projects you are working on help hiring managers understand your capabilities and work style better. It also helps to communicate your skills and experiences in future. Languages. If you are proficient and fluent in over one language, create this section to boost your chances of getting an interview call for that job. Now, here I would like to discuss some tips related with resume writing with you, which could be beneficial for making your resume more effective for the hiring authority. Let's discuss about them. Firstly, always try to keep your resume precise, and it should not be more than 3 pages. Always use a standard word processing font such as Arial, Times of Roman, Courier in a size between 10 to 12 points. Align headings along the left side of the page. Use bullet points for better readability. Use action-oriented verbs and quantify when possible in your accomplishment statements. Don't title your resume with the word resume. Despite these, always proofread your writing and make sure it is spelling and grammatical error free. Well, that's all for now. I hope you have got some ideas for your resume writing. Good luck and thank you so much for watching my presentation.